What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this video, we are going to learn how to link projects on our project, okay? So in this exercise, we're going to link an architectural project to a Revit MEP project, and then we are going to synchronize the two models for monitoring changes and adjust the display settings of the Revit architecture project. Okay, so let's do that. So what we are going to do is we're going to create a new project. So select new, and then we will be using Imperial Systems default template. So let's go to English, Imperial, and then let's look for Systems default. Let's double click that. So make sure project is selected. Anyway, by default, project is already selected. So just select here, OK. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this file. So I'll just save it inside my exercise folder, inside my Revit 2025. So this exercise is linking project or projects. So again, I'll go to options. I do not want to have a maximum number of 3. I just want 1. Okay, okay. Right. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is, if you want to change the background color of your Revit, so like you are used to using AutoCAD, so what you can do is you can go to File, and then you can go to Options, and then look for colors. Okay, and then you can change the background here. So you can change that to black if you want. So click black and then just select OK. Alright, so you can even change here the selection color. So when you say selection red, so when you select an object, it will turn to red. If you hover your pointer over an object, so that is pre-selection, in my settings it will becomes green. Okay, alert is orange, calculating is cyan, rebar editing is blue. So it's up to you. You can all modify this. So I'm going to select OK and then see how it looks like. So it's now black. Okay, now let's link the project. So let's go to insert, and then after that I'm going to select link Revit. So it links another Revit model to the current project or current model. So let's link Revit, and then I'll use architectural or arch link model. Okay, you don't have this one, but if you want, what you can do is you can use the sample exercise file. So you can go to insert, link Revit, and then let's go to drive C. Let's look for program files. Let's look for Autodesk, and then let's look for Revit 2025, and then let's look for samples. Just double click that, and then these are the sample projects that you can use. Okay, the exercise file that I'm using is not longer available in 2025, but I believe it's still available if you have Revit 2022. Let's look for samples. Yeah, so this is the one that I'm talking about. This one. So you can use this. Okay, not sure if 2024 is the exercise file is still available in 2024. So let's have a look. So let's double click Revit 2024. Let's look for samples. Oh, I don't have sample project here in 2024. Probably it's because I already uninstalled it. Anyway, let me just go back again to my documents, and then let's go to my RBT 2025, and then I'll just select Arch Link Model. Okay, if you really don't have this file, so you can always avail this exercise file by checking the link on the description of this video. Okay, you can check that. I put the link there if you want to avail all the exercises file that I'm using. Okay, so I'll select Arch Link Model, and then after that, for the positioning, I'll be using here I'll just use internal origin to origin to internal origin. So I just use that one by default. But usually the workflow is if you have the architectural project from the consultant, so you can use shared by coordinates, or you can use auto center to center, and then you can just grab the coordinates of the architectural model. But since this is just an exercise, we can use auto center to center, or any of this, actually any of these options. But for this exercise, I'll just use internal origin to internal origin, and then I'll select here open. There you go. Okay, so this is now our architectural model. So what I'm gonna do, you see these icons here, this is your elevation symbol, right? And it's not properly arranged or properly located in our building. So I'm going to select that, and then I'll just drag. Oh, hang on. So we need to use window selection like that, and then just drag that. So maybe here. So same with this one, window selection. So I'll just move window selection, just move here, and then this one too. Okay, there you go. Okay, so there are some instances when you hover your pointer like that, you do a window selection, you are able to select accidentally the link model, right? Which is what we do not want. Okay, so just escape that one or undo if you accidentally move your link model. So the next thing that you need to do is to just pin your link model. Just click the model and then just pin that so that you don't accidentally move it. Okay, another way to not accidentally move your model, let's say I'm going to unpin that, is you can select this icon here, this one, select links. So currently it is enabled. You see there is no X there, like this one, there's an X, meaning this is disabled, but this one is enabled. So you are able to select the link, right? So you can click and then you can just move. Okay, but if you do not want to accidentally select that, aside from pinning your link model, you can also click that one, click, and then you see there's no X there, meaning you will not be able to select your link anymore. See, I cannot select the link anymore. Okay, so that's one way. Oh, that's another way of not selecting your link model accidentally, right? So this one here. So if you want to select again, just click that select links icon again, right? Okay, so after we arrange the elevation, the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to enable the bounding elements for spaces. So for this one, I need to select the link model. So I'm going to uncheck this, or I'm going to enable the select links, and then I'm going to select the link. Okay, and then to enable the bounding elements for spaces, so let's go to properties. So our link model is selected. I'm going to select your edit type to open up the type properties. And then you see there's a room bounding here. Okay, so I'm going to check the room bounding. Okay, so you need to do that for you to be able to include the rooms of your link model. Okay, just do that one. So room bounding, so just check it, and then after that just click outside, and then I'm going to disable select links. All right, okay, so now the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to add levels. If I go to the project browser, I already have here 2 levels, right? So I already have 2 levels for plumbing, for mechanical, and then for electrical. If I'm going to open my south elevation, this one, so what's that? So that is south dash mech. So I can double click this triangle here to open up the south dash mech elevation, or I can just go here on my project browser and then look for South Dash Mech. So it's the same. Just double click that to open up the elevation. So let's do this. Double click. There you go. So our default level here only have two level 1 and level 2, right? But our link model, it contains how many levels? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the parapet. So what we're going to do is we're going to add levels. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm going to align first my level 2 to the level 2 of the link model. Okay, so I'll go to modify, and then I'm going to select align tool, and then let's select our level 2 link, and then let's select our project level 2. There you go. And then just select modify. Okay, so I'm going to select the project level, and then you see there's a small circle there. So I'm going to click that, drag, then pan, and then drag again, so maybe up to here. There you go. And then I'll just select here, modify. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to create a level 3 and roof level. Okay, so I'll select architecture here, and then there's datum. So we can select here level. Okay, so I'm going to select level, right? And then after that, I'm going to pan my drawing. Okay, so that's my level. And then if you look here, there's a plan view. So there's a create plan view here. So what will happen, if you create your level and then you check this, it will automatically create the floor plan view of the level that you are creating. Okay, so I'm going to check that so that it will automatically create the floor plan after I create the level. So using the line tool on my level, so I'm going to pick the endpoint of my level 3, or I'll just use 12 feet. Yeah, so that's the height. Okay, you know what? So you can just use pick lines here. Okay, so pick lines. So you know the distance here. Okay, or I'll just pick this one. Okay, if you know the distance, or if you don't know the distance, so let's go to dimension here, align dimension. So you can pick that 1, 2. So that's 12 feet, right? So I'll select modify here to terminate the tool. So if you already know the level, so you can select level here, and then you can use this line tool and then just move until it becomes 12 feet, or just use this one, pick lines, and then make sure create plan view is checked. So I'm going to pick this. There you go. So there's my level 3, and then I also want to create my level 4. Okay, level 4, this one, click. There you go. And then I'll select here, modify. See, it automatically creates the floor plan. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select mechanical level 4, and then again I'll drag that circle, and then I want that to be aligned to the other levels that I have. So I can click this, and then you see there's a small box there. I can click that one to turn on the bubble head. Click, click. All right. Okay. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to monitor the architectural level. So you can monitor the elements within Revit model, and when the monitored elements are not synchronized, warnings notify you of any violations. So that's one reason we are monitoring elements in Revit. So that is what we are going to do. So let me show you that. Okay, Okay, so by the way, I'm going to select my mechanical 4, and then I'll just drag that until it aligns with my project level here. There you go. Let's tidy up. Click, click, and let's change the name. Okay, so let's follow the naming of the architectural model. So I'll click this and then click our project level 1. So I can type here 01 dash entry level, enter. Okay, so same with this. So this is 02 dash floor. Okay, this one is 03 dash floor. Okay, would you like to rename corresponding view? So what will happen if you select yes, it will change the name to 03 floor, and it will also change the name here on our project browser. So that's fine. So if I select here yes, so that's what will happen. You see, it changes here. Okay, so let's change this to 0, or let's just call that roof. Enter. Yes. And then for this one, this is what 01 entry level. So rename that. Just right click and then rename 01 entry level. Enter. Okay, so this one is 02 floor. So right click, rename 02 floor. Enter. Okay, there you go. Okay, so let us now monitor. So how to monitor? So to monitor your level, okay, so we actually seldom use these monitoring elements in Revit in real project, but let me just show you how it's done so that you have an idea. So let's go to collaborate, and then from the coordinate panel you can see there's the copy monitor here. So I'm going to select link. We're going to select the link. So let's select the link model, that one. So that's the link model, that one. So click. All right, and then there's an option here, monitor. So let's click monitor. Okay, and then I'm going to monitor my entry level, and then the link entry level. Click that one too. And then you can see this symbol here. So meaning that our 01 entry level is now being monitored. So I'm going to do that to my 02 floor. So you need to select first the project level and then the link level. There you go. So it's now being monitored. So select 03 floor project and then 03 floor link. There you go. This one and then this one. Okay, and then after that, just select finish. Okay, so any changes that you made on your link model, if you change the height, you will be alerted by Revit if there are some changes. So if I drag this down, you see there's a coordination monitor alert here that that level is moved. Okay, because it's being monitored. But then again, in my practice, I don't use this that much. Okay, just to give you an idea. So let me just close this one. Let me just undo this. Okay, so that's how you copy monitor. Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to do is I do not want to show the levels of my link. Okay, so how to turn off the link model. Okay, how to turn off the link model's level. Okay, what I want to see is only the level of my project. Okay, so now I want to hide the level of my architecture, the architecture link. So here on the elevation. So to do that, let's go to the visibility graphics override. You can type VV. Okay, so VV, Victor, Victor. That's the shortcut. Or you can go to properties without selecting any objects. Just go to properties and then look for visibility graphics override. Just click edit or you type VV to open up that. So this is the visibility graphic overrides for our current view, elevation, South Mech. Any changes that you made here, it will only affect our current level, our South Dashmec level. And then you have here several tabs. So you have model categories, annotation categories, analytical model categories, imported categories, filters, and Revit links, which is what we are going to select, because this is the tab where it shows all the link model in your project. Model categories, you can use this to control the visibility of the 3D elements, like the air terminal, the dock, floor, column, structural elements. So here on the model categories. So if you want to control the visibility of annotation, your text, your tags, your sections, your elevations, your reference planes, your reference lines. So it's all here on the annotation categories. You just need to uncheck the visibility. So analytical model, it's also here. Imported categories is also here. If you imported a CAD drawing, you will be able to see it here. Filters, if you want to control the visibility of your elements based on the filter, you can use your filter. But that's not what we're going to use. We only want the Revit links. So Revit links, this is our link model. So I'm going to click by host view. And then I'm going to customize it. So let's custom. And then after that, let's go to the annotation categories. And then let's change this to custom. So I do not want to show the level of my link. So I'm going to look for level. I'll just uncheck that. And then I'll just select OK. And then select OK. And there you go. So it's now hidden. Okay. Right? So basically, that's how you link the project and set up the levels and the floor plans of your project using the architectural project. On our next video, we are going to discuss how to create and apply a view template. Okay? So hopefully you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.